Morning guys. Today we're on the Lyndhurst and Kingswood circular. We're somewhere out near Ashford in Kent. It's pretty muddy, so let's get on it.
Once a royal hunting park, the Kingswood still offers a home to a large herd of fallow deer. In spring, the wood is carpeted with bluebells, and in the winter months, the forest is dotted with fungi, including the striking red and the white fly agaric. The woodland trails can get a little muddy following periods of bad weather, so waterproof footwear is generally recommended. After your walk, nearby Ashford offers a great variety of pubs, cafes and restaurants.
It's a very winding path, this one. It doesn't go directly anywhere, it's just in and out of all the trees, but it's an absolutely beautiful morning. It's a bit chilly, it's not too bad, the sun's shining, there's that little bit of warmth, but yeah, it's a little bit chilly. It's still sort of coat weather or down jacket or whatever you think, unless you're a bit harder than me and you can get away with just a fleece or a thick jumper. So yeah, this one's about 5 miles. I was actually planning on doing this one a few weeks ago, but it was so wet, or it had been so wet, that I thought the 40 odd minute drive down here, if I was to get here and find that I couldn't do it, it would be such a waste of time. I'd get annoyed. So I think I did something else instead, a bit closer to home. And there are meant to be some pretty good views on this one, which I'm looking forward to seeing. I don't know if that means there's going to be some heavy hikes upwards, but yeah, some of the reviews have said the views are pretty special. So fingers crossed, if the weather stays like this, we can get the drone out and get some good aerial shots. Apparently the Kingswood was once a royal hunting ground, and it still is home to a herd of fallow deer, so hopefully we'll get to see a few of them at some point. That'd be nice. And it's also known for its bluebells in spring, so it feels a bit like spring, so we might get lucky, you never know. I'm just going to cut through here to avoid all that mud there, because you know, who needs to walk through that if they don't have to. I mean, this is one hell of a wood. There's you know, it's thick, absolutely thick with trees and saplings, and so it's we've had a few days without any rain, but it's still, as you can see, it's still incredibly muddy. I think it will be for a few weeks. Yeah, maybe even a couple more months, I don't know. It depends on the weather, doesn't it, ultimately. I mean, you wouldn't want to be here in the middle of the night, would you, if you had to try and find your way back to civilization. We're taking another turn, almost back on ourselves. Oh. Aha. tree felling. It's something definitely to be aware of. So straight on through this. I feel like I did a film in Kingswood last year. It was a different circuit or different route, but I can't remember entirely which one it was. But I've definitely been here before. Look at this lovely clearing. This is definitely one for in good weather. It's definitely one for a little wild camp. This spot. You wouldn't want to be here in the windy weather though. All those widowmakers up there. Look at that. Looks like we're sticking to this path. Can't get my words out. Looks like we're sticking to this path for a little while at least. So this really is as winding a trail as I've been on so far. Zigzagging all over the place. But it's all good. So we've come out into a car park. We've got a choice of paths here that we need to take. It's this one. There's a lovely smell in the air. I don't know if someone's cooking something or just burning something sweet, but it smells absolutely amazing. I think well, it would look like you're going through that field. I think we're actually sticking to this path. Definitely one for long trails as this. A lot of thorns here and nettles. So yeah, you don't want to walk through this bit in your shorts. I feel like I've very much gone the wrong way. Jesus, I have to go all the way back. Oh, that is so annoying. Oh, what a result, look. There's a kissing gate. What an absolute result. Well. Yeah, well, that's a little touch, as we say down my way. Lovely big open field. Well, I mean, it wouldn't be one of my walks if I didn't go the wrong way somewhere along the line, would it? Right, through here. And the sun's just breaking through that cloud there. You can feel the warmth. Wow, just what a view. God, I hope the camera picks that up. I've expanded or zoomed in as much as I can with this camera, but I hope it sort of does it justice once I download it or upload it. Absolutely amazing. It's funny, isn't it, the things that blow your mind. Just a view, that's all I need, a view. So I decided after the last film that I was getting really fed up with bringing a coffee with me to sort of drink en route, and by the time I got to drink it, it was either freezing cold or lukewarm. So I just thought, well, you know, you've got enough camping equipment, why don't you just bring the stuff with you and make it on the walk? You know, it's not reinventing the wheel, obviously, but because it's been done a million times, but it would at least give me a hot coffee rather than a lukewarm one. So I packed the stove this morning, and you know, the little tin to boil the water, and I got halfway here and I realised I'd left the coffee and the cup and the spoon and the sugar indoors. So it's just going to be water on this one, unfortunately. But yeah, I need to take more time in my preparation, I think. I'm always rushing, always trying to get it done, you know, in as little time as possible. So there's another lesson learned. Take a little bit more time in your preparation. Make sure you've got everything before you walk out the door. What a wally. That view just disappearing over the horizon there as we start dipping downwards a little bit. It's really warming up, you know, it's lovely. I mean, there's a slightly cold wind. It's not really a wind, it's more of a breeze, but the sun's really warming things up. When I woke up this morning it was 0 degrees again, and I think it's meant to get up to 8 or 9 today, which is practically summer compared to the last few weeks. So it's nice to be out. I'll start heading a little bit upwards. This gnarly old tree. This is such a lovely walk. It's trying to decide what it is that's making it so nice. It's the view, the views, the peace, the openness, the sun shining doesn't hurt, but it's lovely. It's such a nice one. I'm really enjoying this one. I strongly recommend getting out on this one if you can. Like I say, it's the Lyndhurst and Kingswood circular. Yeah. Well, so far so good. I'm not even halfway yet, but we'll see. Really lovely bit of light there. Now, that jogger that you can see running off into the distance, he's the first person I've seen on this walk since the beginning. And I could see why you would want to, if you were a runner, why you'd want to run this one. You know what's annoying me is that, as well as forgetting my coffee or my cup and all that kind of business, I didn't even bring something to eat, like a little snack. I really messed up on this one. Still, it is what it is, and we'll crack on. Look at the light. Isn't that lovely? The light coming through the forest there. Let's just double check that I am actually meant to be staying on this path. Yep. Look at all those logs. I mean, that's a lot of trees, isn't it? That certainly do for my little wood burner. That'll keep me going for a few lifetimes. It sort of reminds me of that episode of The Sopranos, the Pine Barrens. If anyone else is a fan of The Sopranos, you'll know what I'm talking about. Hopefully we don't end up like Christopher and Paulie did in that episode, eating out of ketchup sachets, freezing to death in the van. Interesting. It's about now that I'm really beginning to regret leaving my coffee at home, because that'd go down a treat right now. We're just over 3 miles into the 5 and a bit that we've got to do. So, as I say, although it's been an easy walk, it's always nice to stop and have a little drink. And That was nice getting the drone up again. It seems like it's been a lifetime since I've seems like it's been a lifetime since I've been able to get it up. Ooh, I misses. But yeah, no, it was nice taking it up again. It's funny how quickly you sort of forget how the controls work, and you have to be a bit cautious because it's not a cheap bit of kit. And, but it's always nice to sort of see over where you're walking. You know, it's lovely walking through it, but to be able to see above it, you know, and see the path you've come on, and or the path you're going to, you know, it's really nice, man. So well, I like it anyway. So anyway, we've got less than 2 miles to go, and I've really taken my time with this one. It's just like I've got the day off, I've got tomorrow off work, you know, so I've got all the time in the world basically to take it easy, which is why I'm kicking myself a little bit for rushing this morning. But there you go, I did, and that's that. But yeah. I've just noticed that where I am, I'm completely and utterly offline. So if you're new to using the app, the All Trails app that I use, it allows you obviously to download the maps for offline viewing. So make sure you do that before you go on a walk, because I would imagine you could find yourself pretty unstuck if you were relying on GPS in some of these places. Looks like a bomb crater. Sure it's not, but it looks like one. Oh, they are quite beautiful. Oh, I've missed them. I've missed them. It's a bit muddy there, a bit slippery. That's just over 4 miles, so we've got a little bit more than a mile to do, and but I've got to say, I mean, I know I've already said it, but apart from the mud, which there's not a lot you can do about it, this has been an absolutely beautiful walk, and I'm highly recommending this one if you're in the area, or if you can get here. Even with the mud, it's been a really, really lovely walk. Yeah. These are where the tractors have been through here. It's absolutely mullered the track, so every step you've got no traction, which is ironic given that it was a tractor that's done it. Come out onto this grass verge, because it's just so much easier to walk on. Slipping and sliding around in all that mud might be fun when you're a kid, but it's hard work at the end of a 5 mile hike in your 50s. So why make life difficult, eh? So this last kilometre is a gradual uphill hike, and I've got to be honest, where I'm a little bit unfit, a little bit out of shape. Oh, it's the first time I've really felt it. It's not really steep, it's just consistently uphill, and it's muddy, so getting traction in the floor is a bit tricky, as I've already said. Oh, as usual, my boots are absolutely cakey in mud, but not what you can do about that. Path's sort of run out, so I'm literally just looking at the map and trying to head in approximately the right direction. So we're literally on the home straight. It's 100 yards to the car park, so let's go this way. Looks like a more defined path. So, as always, thanks for joining us. I hope you've managed to get to the end. It's quite a long one compared to usual, or certainly compared to the most recent. Do please like, subscribe and comment. Comments always mean probably more than anything, if I'm honest, because I really want to know what you think and what you want to see, what you don't like. That's probably the most important thing. But if you can subscribe as well, then that's only going to help. So until next time, take care.